Okay, so another thing that I say is, and people are like, I feel use turmeric now. I can use turmeric. I can use honey. So please, what is your own take on do it yourself?
Personally, I felt DIY, which we know as do it yourself, is not that bad. But to me, DIY does not have any preservative. Like, it's not something that you can keep. Doesn't have a shelf life. It's something that you can use a turmeric normally for your face, maybe for a day. But some people does not know that these things, they contain bacteria. If they don't have preservative, they don't have long life shelf of usage. But people tend to use it, and mostly it spoils their skin. And I will want people to not just go on YouTube, pick up recipe and just formulate one way or the other.
Yes, because I heard like fine, you said something. It's not like you rule out do it yourself. Yeah, sometimes you even tell some people, okay, you can try this and that. But you said it, there are no preservatives. It's just like I've had clients come and say, hey, okay, I mixed water, tap water. And I'm like, tap water is even hard. When you formulate, you work with distilled water. So when you say, okay, I use tap water and I put clove, I put this one down, or some will say they go and buy coconut. Fine, it's not to rule out or minimize people's effort. But to me, there is, when you get into something, you know that there is a whole lot.
Yes.
So it just go more than the surface.
It's not even about just formulating one or two. It's a lot of mathematics.
That's
and
just it.
Keep on learning every day.
Yes, that's it though. You keep learning, and in this formulation and in this industry, you go spend money to go classes upon classes.
Because I train people and I also take classes.
That's just it. Because what you've learned before, new things are evolving, and it's like the skin. Yes, nice one. Okay. Okay, you've talked about the do-it-yourself. No problem. All right.
I also have a question to ask personally. Do you believe your health affects your hair loss or something like that?
Okay, when I started also, I didn't really pay attention to that. Not until when I started having clients that, aside even getting them products or services, and one had to monitor them like that. And after going for some classes, I know that there's one I recently went for by a trichologist. I had to know that, you know that we women, our bodies are so delicate. So a lot of things really goes from the inside. Especially now that there is a rising thing about hormonal imbalance, PCOS, fibroids, and a lot. It really involves that we women now, especially for our skin, because a lot of people too, the arcane and all that, people just feel like, okay,
it's this outside.
Yes, and most times these things are from inside. So even aside taking fruit, making sure that yes, and the food that we are eating,
it's just a lot. Our hair care, our skin care, our health generally.
You get it, because now you see that a lot of things that people eat, food and everything, a lot of preservatives already into it, and it's a no-no. So sometimes I'm always like, okay, please, can you go and run an hormonal profile
test? Don't say I cut you off that, because I actually had a client yesterday night. I was talking to that lady. I was giving her recommendation that, okay, please, can you go to hospital to talk to a doctor about your health? She was like, what do you mean? Don't you know what to give me? Don't you know? I just want to treat myself. Give me a product. I said, this thing doesn't work like
that way. Yes.
I saw your skin and I know what you need. You need an health care before going for anything about skin care. She felt maybe I just want to ignore her, or I don't want to attend to her like regularly. What are we here for?
That's just it.
And if you are not treating this thing within, you are just doing everything.
You are wasting effort, and that's why some people tell you, I've used this thing, I've used that thing. I'm like, don't, before you come and say you've used this, you've used this, aside staying consistent, I'm like, okay, these things that you said you've used, we have to be sure that you are looking at other aspects of this thing. So I tell them, please just go and run. Once you run down one, it's not like anybody is castigating. It's something that I would say that every woman it doesn't only have to do with because when you want
Everybody.
to be bad, yes, you really have to take this kind of test so that you know your position. You know, okay, I'm fine.
So
I know
maybe
things to
it's just
work on.
normal head
Yes,
loss
and all
or-
that. So because I have people that come with alopecia and they're like they want fast result within 1 month. I'm like alopecia is different.
Imagine.
It's different from baldness or that your hair is stunted or all that. Most times there are different types of alopecia. I just don't want to go into all this scientific talk. But most times you know that these women also need to go to see gynecologists or doctors that can help them. So by the time they treat that, and by the time you are now using things, fine, what you use also goes into your pores, your skin and all that. But we have to take care of the inner thing first. And if in as much as you are eating, if you are eating junks or whatever, one has to detoxify in between it so that there is a balance
At least that
between
will
it.
help with it.
You get it.